Hey, good morning. It's Kristen from Ardani Farm. And this morning I wanted to share with you a little experiment that I had done over the winter. We had a mouse situation there in the barn for a while, and I was looking for humane ways to deal with them. We do use live traps and set them free, which I was not as diligent about this year as I was last year, just because life, you know? But I read online somewhere in some beautiful forum that you could use mint to turn them away because they don't like it. So I decided to try that experiment. I got mint essential oil. I diffused it in the feed room. I covered cotton balls with it and tucked it into the corners, and I dotted it along the feed room. After a couple of weeks, I think the mice like it. Zero change. And again, I think it attracted them, if anything. No, that it doesn't work. Or at least, let me rephrase, it did not work for me. And everyone can try their own thing. But the upside is, it's lovely. I really enjoyed the smell of going into my feed room. It was like a spa experience. I thought it was fantastic. And for that reason alone, I am continuing to diffuse oils. I keep my oil diffuser in my feed room. I keep it full. I turn it on every morning. It's amazing. It has changed my outlook on the feed room. You know, it's lovely. And so, I recommend it for that reason. Pick your favorite essential oil and diffuse away. It's great. Be cautious if you have barn cats, because I know there are some essential oils that can be problematic for cats if diffused in their area. We don't, for several reasons. Probably hence the mice. So I will say that the humane traps, they also work brilliantly. You have to keep an eye on them. You wouldn't want to, leave an animal in a trap for an extended period of time, which things were just very busy over the fall and winter, and so I didn't have the time to commit to that. But I have done that. I've relocated them out into, we have a really large, field across from us, and I, let nature take its course out there. May the odds be ever in their favor. And that also worked. But the thing that I found that has worked the best are black rat snakes. We have one, and for any of my boarders listening, there's only one, who come spring, as the temperatures warm up, comes out of hibernation, and his name is Dimitri. He hangs out under the hay pallets, and since Dimitri has woken up, mice problem eliminated. Yeah, I don't know if his presence just encourages them elsewhere or if he is hungry, but either way, we no longer have a mouse problem in the barn. And I just want a quick note on, the more conventional ways of dealing with mice, which are, things like poison and things like that. Obviously, ethical considerations aside, we're never going to deal with that. We've talked about it before, pretty problematic for the entire food chain, because those animals can eat that poison, and then before they die, they can go out back into nature and they can be eaten by other things. Yes, neighborhood cats. Also, snakes and owls and things like that. Your aerial predators, we're talking, your hawks, ospreys, all of those guys. Actually, I don't know if ospreys eat. I'll have to look into that. But we have a pretty good raptor population going on here, which especially wants the eaglets. We have 2 breeding pair of bald eagles on the property. Once the baby eagles fledge, we have a lot of bald eagles on the property because we have, there's several. And they would be in danger of being eaten, of eating those mice and being poisoned. Also, our high raptor population keeps the snakes in check. the one snake. There's still only one. They keep him by himself. And so yeah, basically stop messing with the whole like ecosystem, right? Like everything is here for a reason, and they balance if you let it. So no to the essential oils. Spa experience aside, yes to black rat snakes. Stop poisoning mice, and I hope this helps. Thanks for hanging out with me.